Okay, so my countdown to Halloween continues. So we are on Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Now, for the longest time when I was a kid, I referred to it as the seventh Nightmare on Elm Street sequel. But as I got older, I just had, I just kind of knocked myself in the, I popped myself in the noggin, and like, this is not a sequel. This movie stands on its own, and like, even when you watch the movie, you can see that it stands, like, it separates itself from the other movies. But, and Freddy Krueger himself is much more menacing and much more terrifying in this movie. But where they drop the ball on it is when the cast, when they have the cast play themselves, like Heather Langenkamp plays herself, Robert Englund plays himself outside of playing Freddy Krueger, and Wes Craven, is even playing himself in the movie. John Saxon, and like almost every cast member that has been involved in a Nightmare on Elm Street movie plays themselves in the movie. And I would not have done that. I mean, like, that's not the direction I would go with this, with this movie. But I get it. You don't like that West does not like what they did with Freddy Krueger, where they made it into a franchise, and this is his movie. This movie is basically taking a big, massive shit on the franchise. But and I respect the movie for doing for that reason. But I mean, just having people play themselves, I mean, like, that kind of takes you out of the movie. It feels like I'm watching a documentary at times, rather than a reboot Nightmare on Elm Street movie. But I mean, it has pros and cons. But and and I gotta say that like when I was younger, I kind of wanted to see, like, when Dylan would tell Heather about how Rex is protecting him from Freddy and whatnot, and how and he's telling her, like, how he did this and that, and how he, and just I just wished that, like, that when I was a kid, that we saw Rex fighting Freddy. But I understand now that it wouldn't really fit into this, the story that Wes Craven's trying to tell, and we just have to take Dylan by his, just take, you know, just take Dylan for his word, and just basically, like, paint mental pictures in your mind as he's explaining to Heather, like, how he is, protecting him, and how he has, how how it shows his level of authority in his dreams, like where Rex is there. But other than that, I mean, it's still pretty good. I mean, like, it has good jump scares, but what really makes it difficult for me to enjoy the movie is the fact that everybody plays themselves. I mean, like, if it wasn't like that, then this movie would be far more superior than it actually is. But I mean, since it's trying to shy away from everything that the studio has done with Freddy Krueger, I mean, it gets my respect for that. Just for that itself. But I guess with that all being said, this gets I would say a 3.5 chair spins out of 5. One, two, three and a half chair spins. So yeah, I mean, like, it's not something I would recommend you see, but would you have to watch the other movies to watch this one? Nah, not necessarily. Not necessarily. But there will be some homages to the first movie, to the very first movie, where you have to sort of watch it and have some appreciation to that very first movie. So I'd say just watch the first movie, and then this one. But other than that, I wouldn't say watch the sequels, like the build up to this movie. But yeah, so I just wouldn't have people play themselves. The only one that hasn't played himself is the actor who plays Dylan. But anyway, I know people know him more fondly from Pet Sematary or Full House, but my introduction to that kid was in Kindergarten Cop. Hashtag girls have penis or boys have penises and girls have vaginas. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed my review on this movie, make sure you thumb up the video. Make sure you click subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you for watching and following me as I count down to Halloween, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.